Now I want to take a look at some of the options here within the recorder. So as we break down this recording application, I'll start at the top. You can see that we have these menu options, and I'm going to click on Capture. You can see here are some keyboard shortcuts. We have F9 if we want to start recording, and F10 to stop recording. If we're in the middle of recording, we can also delete the existing recording. Under Effects, I don't choose anything under Effects. There's annotations where you can add things to your recording. We'll do all of those things at the end. For Tools, though, this is where I do want to spend some time, and that's Tools and Options. So let's go across each of these tabs. There's nothing I need to change here under the General tab, so I'll go over to the Inputs tab. Here you can see you can set a capture frame rate. So if you don't need 30 frames per second, which will take up more space, you can lower that, and you can see there are some options here, as well as you can type in a specific frame rate if you want. I always leave mine at 30. I never need to go below that for any of my recordings. You can also see here for the audio, it's looking at the different audio devices that are here. And right now I just have two. I have the built-in microphone on the laptop, or this option to not record. You can see here that I can lower this volume, and when I do that, if you're watching over here on the right, in the recorder, it's doing the same thing. So when I move this, it does directly reflect what I have going on the recorder. We talked about recording system audio, and you can see by default, this will record my system audio. That's anything that you would hear through your computer's speakers or headphones. If I had a webcam on this laptop, which I don't, I could choose it here. Over with the hotkeys, you can see that we have F9 to record and pause, as well as F10 to stop. One of the things I like about that is here under the Program tab, when I pause my screen, it will restore the cursor to that same location. So if I hit the F9 key to pause in the middle of the recording, and I had it just sitting here near the middle of my screen, and I paused, and then I clicked and made some changes over here, when I hit F9 again, my cursor would jump back to this same area so that it looks very fluid. It doesn't jump around the screen. So it's a great feature. I like that. And so I would encourage you to use F9 to pause your screen recordings. I like that it forces pop-up dialogues into the region. So if you were recording your browser and there was a window that popped up that you needed to capture, it will keep that, it will force it to go inside that recording area. One of the things that I do change under Program is this option to show the countdown before recording. I don't need a 3-second countdown before it starts capturing whatever I have on my screen. I wait until I'm ready, and when I'm ready, I click the record button and want to begin recording immediately. I don't need that extra 3 seconds. And one of the things that's new with this version of Camtasia is that it will take your recording, it'll immediately save it, and allow you to begin working on it within Camtasia. You'll see that here in a minute, but what used to happen in the past is that it would record and then show you a preview after it was done recording. So right now, its default option is to not show you the preview after it's recorded, which is good, that saves me time, and to just automatically save the recording. Now that I've made that change, I'll go ahead and click on the OK button, and it's telling me that it couldn't register a couple of hotkeys only because I have the recorder open. In order to record this screen, I have my other recorder open, so you shouldn't see that issue. But if you did have applications that were using specific hotkeys, it will come up and say, sorry, I couldn't allocate these hotkeys to your recorder because another application has staked their claim on them, and so Camtasia cannot.